Hello again, viewers, and greetings, fellow space travelers. This is Thorn of Night, and welcome to episode 17 of my 7 Days to Die series. And it's been a little while since I did an episode in this, because I've been working on several other little projects, and I decided it was time for me to go ahead and get one of these recorded, so I don't fall behind too far. So today, one of the things that I wanted to tackle is a room expansion over here so I can get a little bit of food production. Now, most of the food production that you're going to be accustomed to in these sorts of games is growing crops. And if it ever gets implemented, convincing animals to appear so you can slaughter them for their juicy, tender meat. But there's another way that I have discovered you can produce food without actually having to make a farmland on the surface, and I'm going to show you what that involves once I get that room cleared out a little bit. But it's going to revolve around these chrysanthemums. These are the key component to getting your own food and water and maybe metal and glass supplies. It's a great way to get coffee beans and some other various stuff. But without explaining it too thoroughly right now, I'm going to go ahead and do some clearing out of this room and getting everything set up for what the farm is going to be. So I'm going to cut here, get that started, and I will be right back. Alright, got the room a little cleared out, have a ceiling, a floor, some placeholders for where these things are going to go, and now to show you what I'm talking about. With the chrysanthemum and some wood planks, you can craft something called redwood planks. And actually, why don't I just go ahead and only craft one of them? There. I'll do that. Takes just a few seconds to make one, and then once you do, you get 8 of these wood planks. Then with the redwood planks, you can make this thing called a cabinet top. So let's go ahead and craft one of those. It takes a little bit of time to make one, but it is definitely worth your while. Especially because you can make 8 of these out of one wood frame's worth of wood when you add the chrysanthemum. Now this cabinet top here, there is, let's see here. There's another one, not cab. There's another one called just cabinet, and it uses the same thing, it uses one of these, but you have to put concrete on top of it, so it's an extra step. I don't know if it increases any chances for production or not, but let's go ahead and take out a wood frame here and rotate this around so it looks presentable and place it in here. When you place it, you can stand a chance of finding stuff in the cabinets. At least when I was doing this before, unless something has changed, which I really hope it hasn't, because it'll make this moot. But what I'm going to do, just in case there is a difference, is I'm going to work towards making the concrete ones. I'm going to have regular the regular cabinets on this side. I cannot talk. The cabinet tops, and then have the cabinets over on this side to see if there's any difference. But at least the way it used to work is come back periodically, there would be items in these things. Now it does take some time for the items in the cabinets to respawn, just like cabinets out in the wild, so to speak. And it's not a guarantee that you're going to get something in one. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and make a bunch of these and get this room laid out, and see how much food production I can get out of it. So I'm going to go ahead and take care of that off camera, and I'll be right back. Alright, while I'm crafting those, I figure I might as well demonstrate something. I went over this in I guess a demo episode for when 7 Days to Die updated, but for those of you who might be new, in my exploration so far on this map, I have discovered a couple of these things called blood draw kits, and you really only need one of them. They don't deteriorate. What they do is, as long as you are healthy and can manage to get rid of some of your health for future purposes, you can right-click with this, and you can see that it will take your health down. So I'm going to do this a couple of times. It has no durability on the bottom of it. You can see right there, there's no green bar, and it takes a quarter of your health each time, but when it does, it will make this thing called a blood bag, which can give you health, fullness, and hydration all at once, and you can just store these away for later, and as long as you are able to heal yourself, it is definitely worth your while to start investing in these blood bags, because they make for a great last-ditch effort wellness packages, care packages or whatever. I can't think of anything really good to describe that. It's basically an emergency fund of health. If you can find one of those kits, definitely grab one. Use it sparingly, and only use it if you are sure that you can manage to heal yourself. As you can see, my health is very slowly going back up. But let's take a look at this. I've still got a few more of these left. I'm going to go ahead and place some and see if I can manage to get some loot out of one of these. There we go. Go ahead and fill this area in. Let's see if there's anything in here. It doesn't say search, but hopefully it will in the future. I'm kind of concerned because when I first placed these before, it would say search them. So maybe something has changed. I really hope not, because I like this method. This is a nice method, especially considering there are a lot sparser populations of buildings anymore. So cabinets and such aren't as readily available. Being able to make your own was a fantastic way of getting health and food and whatnot. So I guess I'm just going to have to wait, let these do their thing, and repopulate if they are going to. But in the meantime, I guess what I'm going to have to do is make some of the cabinet tops. Go ahead and put those in there. So I have this area laid out. Now I need to make... Is it in here? Yes. No, I need some more of this. Need to make some more lumps of clay so that I can do this. A cement mold. And with the cement mold, you can make this stuff called concrete. Let's see here. Sorry if it jerked a little bit there. My phone just went off and I had to check what was going on with that. Anyway, with what I was saying, with the cement mold, you can make the cement, which is used in making concrete, but more importantly, for our purposes, you can make this stuff called cobblestone rocks. There are a couple of ways of doing it. One is, I think that's broken stone. I might actually have some somewhere. I guess not. the stuff called broken stone. You get it, I think, when certain structures are destroyed. I don't really know exactly where to get that. If you guys know, please leave a comment. But more readily, you can just use these regular stones, which you get from digging holes in the ground. Stone plus the concrete powder, basically, will give you this cobblestone stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and switch this out and give myself, I guess 8 of those should be sufficient for now. Or just in case, just in case, I'll give myself 12 of them. 16's good, because that's 64. I believe 64 is the amount of material that I need for one log. I might be wrong on that. So I'm going to let these cook and do their thing and hopefully get a bunch of this cement. Now it is 1 rock to 1 cement ratio, so keep that in mind for your calculations. Yeah, I think 16 is right for that. We'll find out. Either way, that log should cover at least those 16. But I'm going to let that cook and then get ready to turn these into the cabinet. No, these are the cabinet tops, just the plain cabinets. And see if that makes any difference. And hopefully, before the end of today's episode, I'll be able to... Oh, there we go. It says search. Ha! Let's see if any of these yield something. There we go, some peas. So, that's cooking. Excellent. You can get these little cans for some metal. Occasionally you can find some water. There we go. Glass bottles sometimes. Or glass jars. There we go. Some glass jars. And just all the different types of food. Now, I skipped one. It is important to note that if you leave something inside one of these cabinets, it will affect the respawn. So you can, I guess, make additional storage, or you can set some of these cabinets aside as being food storage. But once you search it, if there was something in there and you left it in there, it'll stay there until you take it back out. So I recommend searching all your cabinets, having some sort of storage facility, some chests or something. That way you can dump the stuff into the chests so you can continue searching the cabinets. So I'm going to continue cooking this stuff. I'm going to make this a big long room so I can have a whole bunch of these, not have to worry about going hunting for food ever again. And I'm thinking maybe make the hallway about, let's see here, this is 4, so maybe about 23, 24 spaces this way. I'm going to divide it into sets of 4, then I'll have a storage column of just regular chests, and then 4 more so it isn't just a whole solid wall, because it is easy to lose your place when you're doing this. So I'm going to go ahead and get to work on this. Alright, slight cut there because I had to go ahead and finish crafting some more of the cabinet tops. And while I did that, I went ahead and extended this room by one more so I could make room for some storage chests. But I did miscalculate, or rather not remember correctly how much it took to make these. It's 4-to-1. For every 1 stone, you get 4 cement, and for every 1 log, you can cook, well, 24 cement or 6 stone. So I don't know where my brain was on that. I apologize. But anyway, let's go ahead and take these. I guess I can just go ahead and do that. Take these, and I will just go ahead and make enough of these for half. So it's, let's see here, 12. Is it like this? No. Cobblestone rocks. And each of these will yield 2, so you get twice as many cobblestone rocks out of that. So for every 6 stone you cook, you get 48 cobblestone rocks, but you do still have to add more stone. Stone's real easy to get a hold of, and well, once you have a pickaxe, you're not going to run out of it anytime soon, as long as you can continue repairing the pickaxe. But let's come in here, go ahead and remove these guys. Make way for the cabinets as opposed to the cabinet tops. 3 left on that. And come on. There we go. Let's see how long this takes to make. Oh, 4 minutes. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and craft these, and then I'll be back. Alright, I've gotten them crafted, and I'm going to go ahead and put them in place. They are a little visually different from their counterparts, the tops. But hopefully it won't take too long for these to set over to the search mode. But I am also cooking up some more iron now, and I have set aside 15 iron ingots because there's something else I want to do that's along the same lines as these that can be used to farm materials. And that is something called a gun safe. And you need 15 ingots. So it's a little bit costly, but it's totally worth it. It takes 30 seconds to craft one. And I'm just going to go ahead and make one. Now my plan is to make a farm of these, just like the cabinet farm here. But for right now, I just wanted to get this going. And also so I can have some additional storage. 2 safes, or not 2 safes, 2 of the storage chests, these guys, occupy the same amount of space as one gun safe, and they provide a total of 2 more storage slots than a gun safe does. But graphically, the gun safes are more awesome, and also the sort of loot that they can provide is additionally more awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and place that. And it says use gun safe unlocked, and as you can see, it's empty like that, but when I get back to it, eventually that will allow me to search it because it is left empty. So I'm going to go ahead and cut here, let this cook, maybe busy myself with some other digging or something, and let these, I guess, reset, and I will show you the contents of the gun safe and see if there's any difference between the sorts or volume of loot that I can get out of the cabinets versus the cabinet tops. So I'll cut here and be right back. So while I was waiting, a supply plane just flew overhead and dropped a crate right here. No you don't, sir. And I'm not sure, but I think supply crates may actually attract zombies now. Don't quote me on that, but they might. Let's see what we got. Okay, all manner of loot. And I saw another one in the distance. Where was that? I really do like the sledgehammer. I have to say, it is a fantastic weapon. Now, where was that? It was... I could see it through the trees. Aha! Straight over there. So let's get rid of you. And it looks like there's another one just beyond the church. So let's go take care of this. Oh, there's one over here. Wow! Supply crates everywhere. More of those. Hello. I'm going to ignore you for now. There's a hornet up there. I thought I heard buzzing. Alright, now where is home? Home is this way. And there's the orange plume to let me know there's a supply crate. I don't want to fall off the cliff here. I guess this was from... Oh, wow. I guess this was from a couple of drops. Because I have heard a few drops go by while I've been underground, so I'm not surprised there are a bunch of them. Alright. Let's go ahead and see if by any chance these things have updated. No, they have not. So I'm just going to continue waiting. Maybe logging out, logging back in might fix that. I'm going to offload the stuff that I just got. Well, I guess I'll see what recipes I've learned. I think I can still keep relearning each time I log in some of the recipes that I already know. Yeah, I know for a fact I already had the hunting knife. Iron leg armor. Shotgun, yeah. I already knew most of those. Maybe sometime that'll get fixed, but oh well. So I'm going to offload, relog, and see if the gun safe and the cabinets have reset. Be right back. Alright, relogging did reset these cabinets, so let's see what I got out of this little haul here. Throw it on the ground. Sure, why not? I keep forgetting I can just hit R to take everything. So far it looks like it's about the same. Maybe these are a little heavier on the glass, but whatever. So, yeah, it's definitely worth your while to make a cabinet farm. They're relatively cheap, and the output is just phenomenal as far as resources invested goes. You can just pretty much make a living underground off of just the cabinets. You can continue thriving underground. The only problem is, underground you cannot grow trees unless the trees can see daylight. Now, excuse me, the glass top underground farms, I'm not sure how well that works, if at all, with growing trees. I'm probably going to have to experiment with that, but in the meantime, I'm going to just make an above ground tree farm. Let's go ahead and check the gun safe. No, that did not reset yet. Oh, wait, no, it did. Hey, look at that. It didn't say search. It just said to use the gun safe thing, but alright, fine. Let's see what's in here. And it does take a little while to open these. Finding them out in the wild is a great way to test your nerve, because unless you've secured the area, you're going to have to just stand still for a while. Okay, got some stuff, all metal. So theoretically, you could make one of these and then just use it to produce metal if you don't feel like doing mining in order to make some more gun safes and grow your gun safe farm. Let's see here. That's 6 there. 12, 14. Okay. Got 14. Not nearly enough to make a new gun safe. I think this right here will make, what is it? 3 units. Let's see. Let's offload this. Yeah, that makes just above 2 ingots worth, so it's some, but it's not much. And that will slowly reset, however you have your settings. It will periodically reset as long as you keep it empty, which I'm going to do for a little while. I do need to make more storage, but for right now, probably going to use these storage safes, or storage chests, rather. But I think I pretty much covered everything I wanted to cover in this episode, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap up. I know I spent a lot of time underground today, but that's because most of what I wanted to do involved being underground. The cabinet farm, fantastic way to produce food, and as long as you are far enough underground, let's see here. Let me get my back to the wall here and look up. Yeah, that's more than plenty distance. Nothing can hear you opening things under normal settings. Nothing can hear you digging and rummaging and all that kind of stuff. So it's really a great way to survive underground. But anyway, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up. So thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please feel free to leave a message in the comment section below. I will do my best to get back to you as quick as I can. If you like this video and you like what I'm doing here, please feel free to give a like. I do appreciate that. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe so you know when my future stuff comes out. But I'm going to go ahead and let you go. Thank you once again for watching. This is Thorn of Night, and I will talk to you later.